Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we'll be diving into basics of Microsoft Excel, specifically how to use simple formulas for addition, multiplication and more. Whether you're new to Excel or just need a refresher, we'll walk you through the step-to-step on how to create quick calculations that will save you time and make your spreadsheets more powerful. By the end, you'll be able to handle simple math operations. Let's get started. First thing we're going to look at is multiplication. So this is a good example to start with. It's a small subset of data. So we're trying to calculate the total number of sales for each of these products. So as we can see, blueberries, we have 15 units and the price per unit is £12. So if we want to know how much all 15 units of blueberry cost, all we have to do is click equal to, select that cell, multiply by £12 and click enter. So that should give us £180. So this is cost of the whole blueberry units. The same applies if we want to apply the same formula down. All we need to do is autofill. So just put your cursor under this cell and drag it down. What Excel will do is going to apply that formula all the way down, and this gives us for each of the products, this is what the total sales is. So let's calculate the profit. So we're going to look at subtraction here. So what we want to calculate is total sales minus the expense. So the expense is how much we've incurred while selling this product from end to end. So what we do is equal to total sales minus expense and click enter. So that's the profit for blueberries. That's £130. Again, autofill. If we drag that all the way to strawberries, that automatically fills it for us. So next is looking at addition. So we want to know how much the total sales cost. So there are two ways to do this, the manual process and the automated process. So I'm going to show you the manual process first. So if we click equal to sum, double click it, and then click our cells from the top to the last product, and we close our bracket and click enter. So that adds it for us. We add the same for the profit. So if we go equal sum, method applies, click the range you want, and then bracket close and enter. So that tells us that we've made 900 profit for all products. I'm gonna delete this and then I'll show you another way to do it, a shortcut. So another way to do it is if you're using a MacBook, Command Shift T, and if you're using an app and same laptop, alternate plus equal to. So I'm using a MacBook, so I'm gonna show you how I can do that. So all I need to do is click on the cell I want my Windows. So I'm gonna show you another way to apply this on multiple cells. So there are two ways to do it. If we want to add this whole cell, all we need to do is select the whole range we want to add the addition. Or another way is if we want to add if we want to sum total sales and profit, all we need to do is click on total sales, hold your shift, and then click on profit. And then if we click Command Shift T, it adds it for us. Or if you're using Windows, Alt plus equal to does the same as well. So that's a very simple way of doing that. Value to appear, so the sum of the total sales made. And then I click Command Shift T, and that gives me my total. And then I do the same for profit as well. So Command Shift T, and that gives me my total for the profit. The next exercise we're going to look at is the average price per unit. So we want to know the average price each product costs, and the easiest way to do that is equal to average. So click on select average and click on your range, close bracket and enter. So that tells us that the average price is £14.60. Looking at division, so we're going to look at division. So basically we want to know, let's write division, and we want to know how much in average, how much each product, what the profit for each product is. So all we do is equal to, take your total divided by, we have 5 products, so 5 products here, divided by 5 and click enter, and that's £180 for every product we're selling, we're making an average of £180 for that product. So let's look at minimum and maximum now. So for this example, let's go minimum first. So we want to find out what costs the lowest out of this range. So what's the lowest price per unit? So all we do is equal minimum, and bracket open, then we select our range of price per unit, and then if we close that, it's going to give us the lowest value out of that price. So grape is our smallest price item. So let's look at max now. So we want to know, so for example, we want to know what's giving us the most profit. So if we go equal to max and then select our range of products and bracket close and enter, so we know that £260, which is Apple, is giving us the most profit out of all our products. So the next exercise we're going to look at is percentage. We want to know the percentage of profit for each product. So for the first one being blueberry, so what we do is equal to the profit for blueberry divided by the total profit, which is 900, and then click enter. So here it says 0.1444, but if we go up here, click percentage sign, that gives us the percentage and also gives us the sign of percentage. Again, autofill will help us pull that formula down, but there's going to be an issue, and I'll show you what that issue is. So if we pull this down, you can see errors here. The total is 900 here, which is F7, but as we go down, it goes to F8, F9. So autofill is helping us increase the numbers as we go down. It's okay for F5 because we want, as we go down, we want the profits. We want the formula to choose the profit accordingly. So what we'll do here is put the $sign in front of 7. So basically what that does is, as we move the formula down, autofill points at 900. We also put $sign in front of F as well and click enter. So this just means constant, which means F is constant, 7 is constant. So no matter how much we pull that formula down, autofill is not going to move that cell. It's still going to point at this cell. So if we click enter, pull our formula down, and that gives us the correct number. So if we want to know if this is accurate, it's also always good to do your spot checks. Make sure this number add up to 100. So as we can see on the bottom of the screen is 100. Another way to do it is at the bottom here, just do your Command Shift T, and that gives us 100%. If it's not 100%, something is wrong. So that's just to help with your spot checks. Let's look at simple conditional formatting. So in this conditional format, we want to highlight any profit over £170. So all we do is select our range, click conditional formatting, highlight cell rows, greater than. So we want to look at anything greater than 170. So in here, in this box, we click 170. Anything over 170 is going to come up in this shade. So if we click OK, that tells us that we have 2 items that are over £170. So again, if we change, let's just do an example. Let's change this 25 to 50 and click enter. So that increases our profit to 410, and you can see that cell has been highlighted. So let's round up by looking at errors, how to deal with simple errors. So if I go back here and take off the $sign and autofill. So if you see error hashtag div divided by 0, it just means that the formula is trying to divide by a 0 number. Again, F8. So if we want to look at cell F, just put F8 in here, and that gives us a blank cell. The same for F9, blank cell, and going down. Hence why we put the $sign in front of F7 here, in front of F and in front of 7 as well, to minimize that error. So again, if we pull that down, autofill helps us to correct that formula or points it to the total profit. Another way to deal with errors, so I'm just going to go backwards. If you don't want this, if you're going to have blank or 0 values in your spreadsheet and you don't want Excel to return this particular error, all you do is click if error, open bracket, and then comma here, and then error in exclamation, and then close bracket. So what Excel will do is, instead of giving us an error value, it's just going to say error. And if we pull that down, it does the same as well. So we can see the total is only coming up as 14 in this instance.